It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here. As requested, or suggested, I should say, I'm going to try to review a episode of the Andy Griffith Show. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to give you the storyline, which most of you know. I'll give you a little bit of trivia about it, and then we'll grade it and talk about it a little bit. And then I expect every one of you now that watches this to get in the comments and grade it yourself. Don't have to go into a big line of thing if you don't want to. Just give it A to F. A, of course, being the best. F, not so good. But let's get into it. And this is the storyline, and then I'll give you the trivia, and then we'll go from there. When Opie and his friend Arnold accidentally send a baseball crashing through the window of the Rimshaw house, they're too afraid to go in and retrieve it. The house has a reputation for being haunted, but Barney admonishes Andy for not making the boys retrieve the ball anyway. Cowardly deputy balks, however, when Andy suggests that he get it for them. Even Otis, the town drunk, suggests that stay away from that place. Soon Andy and Barney, with Gomer in tow, are in the place. They hear strange sounds, see a painting of an old man Grimshaw with eyes that seem to follow you across the room, and find a secret chamber. There's definitely an earthly explanation to everything, however. A little bit of trivia for you. The haunted house set uses the same building front in which Mayor Stoner, Clara Edwards, Reverend Tucker, and Mrs. Wiley lived in. It was redressed to look like the rundown Rimshaw place for this episode. It was also known as the Aunt Pitty Pat House, since it was also used as Aunt Pitty's home in Gone with the Wind. The scene involving Otis jumping a rope sobriety test was intended to be the epilogue, but the screenwriter felt that it ran too long and would be better suited to fit within the main story. The original script called for Barney to actually faint after seeing the floating axe, but the director felt that it would have been too broad for the moment, so that he went with the idea of Barney nearly fainting and then being brought around by Andy. It was well known that Ron Howard was an avid baseball fan and played a lot of it during breaks in the filming while on location. He also loved basketball, and with George Lindsay's help, he once became a trophy winner in a free throw contest in Burbank, hitting 47 out of 50 attempts. This episode inspired Don Knotts' film, The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. In the opening shots, when Opie and Arnold argue over going after the lost ball, the little house in the background is the same backlight set used for Frank Myers' house in Mayberry Goes Bankrupt. The painting of Mr. Rimshaw in the haunted house had holes cut out in for the eyes, so someone on the other side of the painting could just look through, watching people in the room. Although the eyes kind of stuck through, so that person must have had really big eyes. Now for a little bit of critique. I'm giving this one like a B+. It's a really good episode. There's a few things in it that really catch your eye and really stick with you. As far as the jump rope thing with Otis, slow it down and let me in, or I'll go out and get some gin. My friends and I use that all the time, man. It just sticks with you. It's so funny, man. It's just hilarious. And and that's one of the scenes where I'm thinking, how can they do that without an audience? You know, because there's no audience on the Andy Griffith Show. It's canned laughter. But it would be so much funnier for them and easier, you know, I would think, with a live audience. But that's a great scene. When Gomer gets, one thing I didn't care for, when Gomer got sucked into the what he called a closet, I'm guessing like a secret room or something, it looked to me like. I think they could have explored that a little bit better, that a little bit more. I really thought that was just kind of left out there. I mean, because why would the house have those secret rooms, you know? Or they could have used it for another episode or something, but I just really thought this was a good episode. And when Barney opens the door, any old tramps down there? Nope, big old tramp. It's just beautiful stuff, man. And thankfully they didn't have Barney pass out or faint, whatever, because that would have took away from it, I think, and that people would have expected that a lot more, and then it just wouldn't have gone over. But I would give it, I'd give it a B plus. It was that good of an episode. So I expect to see your all's critiques in the comments below, and maybe you can help me get better with this. Because I don't want to get too deep dive into it, and and try to get like Siskel and Ebert. But anyway, tell me what you think, and leave your grade below in the comment section for The Haunted House. You guys don't forget about classic rural comedies, facts, and trivia. I almost forgot. It would be on, if I can find it here. It is on, nope, that's cauliflower soup. I'll find it here in a minute. Well, I'll just have to stick it up there because I don't see it. Actually, it's up here. I know where it is. I'm sorry about this. Don Knotts had to speaking of Ghost of Mr. Chicken, Don Knotts had snuck into the sneak preview of the Ghost of Mr. Chicken. He snuck in to his own preview to see how the audience reacted to the film. And this will get you. I'm sorry about taking so long to find that. Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Next month, they're having a Everybody Loves Raymond cast reunion on CBS, a 90-minute special, kind of like they did with Friends. I'm really looking forward to that. I love that show. Classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Merle Haggard was once put with the death row inmates after he got caught making beer in prison and changed his life forever. Would mine too. But question, how do you get arrested in prison? Faith Entertainment. Phil Wickham, he talks about leading the worship at Charlie Kirk's memorial and how it changed his life. Please check those out if you don't mind. Please subscribe. Please like this video. And if you need the links to those other videos, look down in the description below this one. Just click on that. It'll open up and all the links will be right there. Take you straight to the videos. I'd appreciate you doing that. Especially Faith and Entertainment. I'm trying to get that off the ground. So if you're like faith-based entertainment, hit me up over there. I would appreciate it. Guys, have a great day. God bless you. Have a great weekend. I'll be praying for you.